The Old Testament seems to show death as an undefeated enemy. So why do two prophets suddenly start reversing death like it's nothing? Were they given a power no one else had? 1 Kings 17:17-24 and 2 Kings 4:32-37 on screen. First, Elijah prays, and a widow's dead son comes back to life. Then his successor Elisha does the exact same thing for another woman's son. But Elisha takes it a step further. In 2 Kings 13:20-21, a dead man is thrown into Elisha's tomb, and the moment his body touches Elisha's bones, he springs back to life. This is unprecedented in Scripture. Why them? Why then? These miracles cluster around what scholars call the Elijah-Elisha belt, a geographic region in the northern kingdom of Israel. This was a time of intense Baal worship. Baal was believed to be a god who died and rose again, controlling life and death. God was demonstrating through his prophets that he alone holds the keys to life and death, directly challenging the core of pagan belief. These weren't just random acts of power. They were prophetic signs pointing to a future reality. They broke the established norm to foreshadow a time when death would be ultimately defeated. When Yeshua, the greater Elijah, raised the widow of Nain's son and Lazarus, he wasn't just performing a miracle. He was fulfilling a pattern God had begun centuries earlier, proving he was the Lord of life. The mystery of these Old Testament resurrections gives us incredible hope. They prove that God's power over death was never an afterthought. It was always his plan. The empty tomb of Yeshua was the final, definitive answer to a question God had already begun answering through Elijah and Elisha.